This week on The Real Housewives of New York.
The best dad. He was the best dad. I cannot believe he's not here. It's still very fresh. It's just such a huge loss for all of us.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about The Real Housewives of New York, Season 15, Episode 9. Let's get right into this. Yo, what is up, everybody? I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I certainly did. Had some good food. Just a really good Thanksgiving, and I hope y'all had that as well. So let's talk about this week's episode of New York. So we started this episode with Ubah's picnic. Brynn just told some of the ladies that Erin did tell her about the pregnancy prank. So she's a little blindsided. She feels a little set up herself. So then Erin gets there. She was coming in so happy, smiling and everything. They all loved the little setup that Ubah had. Jenna says that her son is spending the last summer with her before he goes away for college. Ubah says that she recently went to the doctors for a checkup and they found a fibroid. They told her that she could get surgery, but that it could be risky because it's very close to her uterus and she does want to have kids. So I hope everything will be okay for her. Brynn then says that she wants to play a game. And she says, "What's a rumor you heard about someone else?" So they start by asking Jessel if it's true that she tricked her husband into marrying her. And she says that they were going to get married anyway, but she did ask him to do it so she could get her green card. They then ask Rebecca about her being a Scientologist. She explains that she is still Jewish and that Scientology is just like an extra tool for spirituality. Basically, the same answer that she had already given Erin earlier this season. They ask her, does she know John Travolta or did she see the Scientology documentary? Her answers were kind of like word salad and everyone was being super awkward about it. I don't know if they were scared or what it was, but it was just all crazy. They then asked Sai about a rumor that actually recently came out after season 1 because there was a rumor that she had stolen her man when he was married to another woman. She says it isn't true. She says that he had been single for 6 years before they got together. So then Raquel goes and she asks Erin, or tells her rather, that Brynn told them that Erin had already told Brynn about the prank. And Erin's like, "No, I didn't." And Brynn says, "Yes, we were sitting there and you told me that it was fake and that it wasn't a prank, that she wasn't actually pregnant. So I wanted to take it to a whole other level and help y'all and say that it was from another man." And Rebecca, she was like, "Wow, I didn't know that." And Raquel asks her, "Rebecca, did you feel some type of way after the prank towards Brynn?" And Rebecca says, "Well, yeah, I thought I wouldn't be able to trust her because she had gone around." Raquel says, "Well, then you're gonna have to ask Erin, why didn't she tell you that Brynn was in on it? She made you think that Brynn was being messy." Then Erin gets super mad at Raquel and starts raising her voice. She's straight up screaming at her, telling everyone to shut up, and she wants to explain herself. Erin says that Brynn, I was she says to Brynn, "I was not in it with you. You were the one who added stuff to it. We were never, fully on one accord." Listen, what I think personally happened was I think there must have been a little bit of confusion on what it means to be in on the prank. But what I do know is that Erin definitely told her some of it, enough for Brynn to know that it was a prank. So I'm just thinking, the crazy thing is, Erin apologizes to Brynn, but not to Raquel. And she's very mad at Raquel. And I'm just like, why? But honestly, the whole thing is this: the show is so boring that they had to make a prank part of a storyline. And they couldn't even execute the prank correctly. I mean, Erin was getting on my nerves. And she is the next scene. This must have been another day. So she meets up with Jenna at a Mexican restaurant. Anyway, she tells Jenna that she was at the doctor's recently because her dad isn't doing very well. And she's very sad about that. And I quickly remember that when the season began, literally the day of the first episode, they announced that her dad died. So I guess he must have been sick towards his final days. Erin then tells Jenna that she is going to be doing some interview over abortion now that Roe v. Wade, well, not now, but it's been a while, but ever since Roe v. Wade was overturned. She's telling Jenna that she aborted the child she was going to have when she was in college. And then Jenna tells Erin that she did too. I don't think Jenna has told that to many people before, but I think she wanted to tell Erin to make her feel better. And then after this, there is a so yeah, Erin's gonna do an interview with that magazine after this. The next scene is kind of a good feel good scene with Jenna and her son, and she's teaching him how to make some fancy dish so that he can prepare it when he's in school, but he's probably not going to have time to be making fancy dishes in college, but it's good to know the basics. All right, so then Ubah goes to a fertility clinic. She starts telling the lady that, she's 40 years old, she wants to have kids naturally, but they just found this fibroid near the cavity of her uterus. She feels so bad because she finally found the right man, and it's finally the right time, but she has this freaking fibroid there. So she then asks if she does the surgery, like how long would she have to wait to, try again to have a child? And the lady tells her that probably about 6 months. So Ubah then asks if there's any other route to get rid of the fibroid that doesn't include the surgery. And the lady tells her that yes, there is, but those you could get rid of it through medication, but that type of medication interferes with a woman's ovulation, which is obviously needed to create a baby. So it's really sad, but I'm hoping that she gets the surgery and that everything goes well, as well as for Sweet Tea over there in Married to Medicine, because I think she kind of had a similar issue. So then it is time for Erin to do her interview on Glamour magazine. So she then begins to go over her story. She went into a lot of details, and she says that she told her mom about it, and then she told her mom after the fact, after she did the abortion, and that her mom actually ended up telling her that she did it a long time as well. But even after all of these years, Erin still hasn't told her dad, so she'll probably have to do that before the interview airs. Okay, moving right along, Raquel and Jenna meet up at this art gallery where they sell paintings, and one of them was like 70,000. I was like, dang, it's not even that pretty for 70,000. So also, Raquel and Jenna, they were being a little too close, a little too touchy. Raquel then asks Jenna if she has spoken to Erin after the picnic. Jenna is sort of on Erin's side, and she's telling Raquel that Erin's a good girl. Raquel's just listening because remember, Erin did scream at her, but because Jenna is sort of telling Raquel how messy Brynn can be, Raquel's sort of going to give Erin the benefit of the doubt. So then we see Sai go over to Ubah's place. And then Ubah is telling Sai that after the picnic, Erin called her to pretty much say, like, oh, y'all were singling me out. You're being too close with Jenna. You said that I was gaslighting Jenna. And Sai is just like, well, that's who Erin is. I would never tell her a secret. And I hope that Jenna finally sees it as well. So then the last scene of the episode is Erin and her dad. They go over to have some breakfast, get some bagels, and they're talking about some stuff about her party that she just had. I remember the party where she claimed that she brought mezcal to the United States. But anyway, after catching up a little bit, she finally tells her dad about the abortion story that she did when she was in college, and he doesn't really say much other than he would support her. Although, she did tell him that she tells them that her mom told her that she had one, which I was just like, maybe that was a secret between you and your mom. But anyway, but I think it meant a lot for Erin to have the support of her dad, and I feel like her saying this to him must have helped heal a little bit. But then when the episode ends, they showed that her dad died after filming. It was about 4 months after that specific scene where they talked. Yeah, he passed away. So that is really sad for Erin. She's really sad because she was like a daddy's girl. Like they even referenced how last season when she got into it with some of the girls, she called her dad. Not her husband, her dad. So that shows you how close she was with her dad. And that's pretty much the end of the episode, you guys. So let me know your thoughts about this episode. Let me know your thoughts about Erin's story. I'm not really gonna say too much about it because, well, first of all, I feel like it's more of a thing that women like. That's it's more of a woman's issue, and I feel like and that's like their space, like their voice. And honestly, I am pro life, so I don't want to say too much about it. But y'all, let me know what your thoughts were. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a great one. Bye.